for a start. Big up, guys. How we doing? Hope everyone is good. Yeti here, and yeah, we're going to get into this Arsenal Real Madrid. I'm going to bring Dal in as well because I've got a few things I've got to sort out. I'll pass you the stream link, Dal. You had a right day today trying to sort out all different things and all that. That's crazy, mate. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, if you want to jump on, Dal, then feel free, matey. And be up to you, bro. Shit myself. Yeah, mate. I tell you what, I had it on really live one time, and I started it up. And oh my days, I nearly shit myself as well. To be honest, we had my own fucking music. I wonder what was going on. All right. Anyway, I've managed to get a stream. So it's a bloody good one actually as well, but not the one that everybody can get, to be honest. So I will be having this on here. I can't get it on the laptop, unfortunately, because I've actually took it off there. So let me just get YouTube on the laptop. Ah shit, I'm off. Right, give me a second. Oh my days. It's been an absolute nightmare today, to be honest. Absolute nightmare. Right, okay, so we want to get that. So let's sort that out now. Right, we don't want that. I want Google Mail. Right. To me. Right, I'm just sorting out to sign up onto YouTube. Like I say, I've had to change my passwords and everything, so I had a bit of an issue with that today. So, right, unfortunate. Right, where's the? There we go. Hopefully, that's got everything on it. So I'm having to send an email to myself with the actual details on it. So yeah. And my streams froze. Awesome. Brilliant. Straight away, and everything freezes up. Oh, and the stream's gone as well. Yeah, the stream's gone. The stream's been taken down. Absolutely phenomenal. Well, I think we can see what kind of a day we're going to have today, can't we? Big up, Si. You all right, matey? Hope you're well. Just lost the stream. So that sucks. Let me see if I can find something else. Right, let's see what this one is. See if we can get it on here. Ah, right. Might get it on here. Where's that one that I had the other day? It's not on here. Ah, was that it? I think that was it there. Oh, no, it's not that. Right, let's try this one then. Is it that one? Let me watch this one. Right, I've got it. Oh shit. Right, let the volume down a little bit. Right, that's not a bad stream so far. Don't know what the hell that is though. Right, so yeah, I'm just going to try and get it sorted out, guys. So as soon as I've got the email, I'll be able to sign in on here and get on with it. I'm keeping an eye on the game though. Well, what are we doing here? Oh my days. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to be able to mod it though, unfortunately, but I'll just find my channel on here. It's ridiculous. I'll be with you guys in a minute. Just trying to sort this out. Right, okay, so no, can't do that. Where's the This is a fucking pain, this is. Right, okay. Found it now. Got it. Right, here we go. Right, I've got the chat now, guys. Sorry about that. Trying to get it sorted out. Big up, Disease. You all right, matey? Big up, AFC always. If we don't get through, take our passport off him and have him deported to the slums in Spain. Yeah, and big up, Joanne Smith. And how you doing? Hope you're well. Eye disease and eye disease, eye disease, eye disease even. Right, so far we've got 2 minutes and 38 gone. I still want to keep an eye on the. Let me know about Newcastle as well if you don't mind, guys. No spoilers on this one, but let me know about Newcastle. Big up Yeti and Cave Dwellers. Big up to you, Maltor. Hope you well, mate. Have a beer now, I think. Right, so far from what I've seen, which has not been a lot to be honest, it's Arsenal on the attack on the right hand side with Saka. First goal, I think, is absolutely it's pivotal. The first goal in this game. If Arsenal get it, then it's going to be 100% do or die for Real Madrid, which it is already, really. But tackle there. Was that on Saka? That's a yellow card. Elaborate proper went into it is Saka. Oh my days. Yeah, proper took him out there. Nowhere near the ball. Just completely took him out. Possibly argue red there, to be honest. Hello, motoritis. They're terrible. Big up to everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. Arteta is not looking happy, man, after that challenge. Right, so far, Arsenal's got it again. Free kick. Martinelli, Marino going down the left-hand side. I'll pass you the link, Dal, if you can get on. It's up to you, matey. I did offer you the other day. Rice. Arsenal doing some nice, slick, quick passing. Real Madrid chasing the ball, basically. Big up Tony Neary. You all right, matey? Yeah, you pulled him back there. He made a bit out of it, but was pulling him back. Here comes Arsenal with Rice. Got Martinelli on the left-hand side. Can he get it round? Gets round. He's going to take a shot. That's easily headed away. Vinicius Junior tries to get away, but can't. Saka now on the right-hand side. Shot comes in, and it's wide. Right foot there from Saka. Doesn't look very happy, actually, Saka. I don't think that challenge did him much good, to be honest. Proper went into him there. Easily defended again by Arsenal. And here come Real Madrid again. With Asensio, with Mbappe on the left-hand side. Gets the ball into the box. Cleared. Caught by Marino. Marino tries to head it backwards. He's on the floor now, rolling around. You need to get up, mate. And here's Madrid with the ball now, just cycling it around outside the box. Any of you been getting them emails where it says like somebody's like attempting to get into your account or whatever? I've had it today. I've had to change all my passwords and everything. Right ball ache it is, I'll tell you now. It's been a right ball ache today, that has. Here's Arsenal on the attack. Martinelli flying down the left-hand side. Some left on Martinelli then, but player just turns around and says, get up. Saka now on the right-hand side, trying to get on his left foot, or he could get on his left foot here. Gets on his left foot, saved though by Courtois, and it goes out for a throw-in. Arsenal definitely looking more on it than anybody else at the minute. That is a fact. My mic's right over there. I left my mic over there, so it probably sounded like I was next door or something. I assume I have got sound on here. My mic's right over there. I left my mic over there, so it probably sounded like I was next door or something. Right, let's just have a quick look at this, make sure that everything is running okay. We've got a corner for Arsenal now. Comes in, saved by Courtois. Looks for a quick release. Quick release. Quick release. Evening, Mama. How you doing? 2-0 Toon. Wow, you're not messing around. That's awesome. That's awesome. Not for us, but it is for you guys. That's absolutely awesome for you guys. Is everything all right? Is the mic all right and everything? Don't think we really need that with a pop filter on. All the noise suppression. Is it suppression? Where's the oh, fucking hell, I've lost the game now. Right, back onto the game. Arsenal in the box. Tries to play it to Saka. Tackle comes in. Good tackle. Saka tries to get him. Kicks the back of his leg, which I don't think did him much good. I thought Rudiger kicked him then. Big up, come on you Gunners, says Tony Neri, Sup Rabbit, and evening all. 2-0 Toon. Nice one, Mama, and a Mama, and a Motor. What's going on here? Oh, the referee's checking something. What's he checking? Oh, is it that there? Oh, it's the holding. Yeah, he has got hold of him. He's definitely got hold of him. I think he made a lot of it, but he has got hold of him. I think that's going to be a pen. Yeah, penalty. Penalty to Arsenal, and yellow card for Asensio. Can't grab hold of him like that when he's in the box. Stupid. So, can Arsenal get the first goal? I'm pretty sure Saka will be the one stepping up. I'm not going to look at the chat at the minute. Just going to wait till the penalty's actually been taken. Yeah, he shouldn't be grabbing him like that, to be honest. He's not going to change his mind. Get on with it, man. This needs to stop, this does. He's not going to change his mind, mate. So just get on with it. This could get peaked now if Arsenal manage to score this one, because I'm sure they'll try and shut shop if they do get it. Mind you, they're not playing bad, to be fair. They're playing some good passing and stuff. And here we go with a penalty. Odegaard's having the penalty. I think Odegaard's taking the penalty. Oh, okay. I'd have thought it should be Saka, personally, but... Let's see what happens here, then. Oh, no, he's passed it to Saka, I was going to say. Yeah, that's what you should have done, definitely. So, Saka with a penalty, puts it on the spot. I'll check the chat in a bit, guys. 12 minutes gone. Penalty to Arsenal, and I'll sort it out in a minute. Nerves are going. Stuff he's going to put this away, I reckon. Oh my days, it's saved. That was a bad penalty. That was a terrible penalty, that was. That was not a very good penalty at all, that weren't. I'm quiet, am I? Hold up. Let me try and... Oh no, that's that. Hold up. Let me try and sort it out. Right, that's the thing. That should be alright. Is that any better? That should be alright there. Am I too far away? Yeah, that should be alright now. Oh, this chat on here is going absolutely mental, man. This chat's going mental. Oh my god, Arsenal penalty. Yeah, stream's all fine except for the airy prick on camera. Take that airy prick away and things will improve dramatically. Cheers, mate. Another corner for Arsenal. That's going to be a... No, don't know. Is it corner? No. Goal kick. Went out. Right, you are quiet. Yeah, oh, Sid Snot is taking it. Oh no, Saka taking it. Ooh, oof. That was a shit pen. That's better. Yeah, it wasn't a good pen, was it, at all? I've sent Dal the link. I don't know if he's actually coming on or not. But I can't really hear a great deal, so... It's Windows. I don't know what it is. It just all of a sudden turns the mic down. Obviously, the pop filter was quite high up as well, so it weren't right down to the mic. So I think that was a problem as well. Real Madrid have probably got a bit of a boost out of that, to be honest. That was a terrible penalty, wasn't it, that? This is our lucky kit. Unlucky kit, sorry. First goal is massive. Gets it down to the right-hand side. Real Madrid now trying to get something building on the right-hand side. Plays it back. Arsenal completely back in numbers at the moment. Played into the middle though to Mbappe. Ball's coming into the box. That's headed out by Kivior. And it's going to come back in though. Cross from the other side. No. Managed to get it away. Arsenal could get on a break here. No. Slow it down. Drop it back. Here come Madrid again, down the left-hand side. Trying to run Timber, but ends up getting taken out. Vinicius Junior. Corner to Real Madrid. That looked like he kicked that out, that did. 3-0-2, oh my days. Yeah, you're definitely the one on form at the minute. Mine Villa's on form as well. You're on the same form at the minute. Real Madrid just smacking it from everywhere there. Got a throw in there on the right hand side. Throws it back. Ball comes into the box. Headed away by Kivior. It's gone to the... to Vinicius Junior. Fucking hell, can't even speak. Real Madrid working hard at the minute, trying to win the ball back all the time. And Mbappe's got it now. Plays it back to Tchouaméni, gets it back again. Mbappe puts it over the top to Vinicius Junior, but that's not a very good weighted pass. That's not Vinicius Junior either. I think Madrid will score soon. Big up Bargab, mate. How you doing? Yeah, that penalty was terrible, man. That's proper G'd them up as well, and not scoring that penalty. Everybody's flying on the floor at the moment. It's coming down to who the referee gives the foul to, basically. It's Skelly in the middle, gets tackled. He gives a free kick. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, personally, but not on first look, anyway. But he's pulling him back. Got to get their head in the game. 18 minutes gone. Who had the penalty miss the first 15 minutes? Saka, mate. Saka had it. It was a terrible penalty as well. Very easy for Courtois. He's a big keeper, isn't he, Courtois? Madrid now trying to get something going. Gets Borges off the ball. That's going to be a free kick. Madrid just need to score one, and then they will be on fire. Yeah. That's what I said yesterday, really. The first goal's going to be massive. Doing well so far, though. Defence and all that kind of stuff. Everything that's gone in the box, you've won pretty much. They're heading through again now. Nobody got on the end of that. Somebody on the end of that would have been definitely been a chance. It's a good cross there from Bellingham. Yeah, my bloody stream's gone. Yeah, my stream's gone now. Oh, I'm not paying for that Discovery Plus. £30, 30 quid. Bugger that. No way. That's it. Oh, it's back on now, and it's rushing away. Mbappe in the box. Can't get past Saliba though. Saliba does really well there. It's going to be a difficult one tonight, to be honest, with this stream. I think the looks of it. All over Arsenal. Whenever you've got the ball, all over you. Here's Vinicius Junior. No, it goes into the box, goes down. Look like he slipped more than anything there. "4-0 tune." Oh my days. Oh my days. Well, who was saying yesterday can't really write us off like that. 4-0, man. You're proper on buzzing on it. You are at the minute. Who scored, Mama? That could be a nasty one, couldn't it? I mean, how long's that? 20 minutes in? 4-0 up. Madrid with the free kick. And another Madrid player goes flying on the floor. Partey goes flying on the floor. Then a Madrid player goes flying on the floor. Are we ever going to get this free kick taken? Right, free kick's coming in. No, it's taken away, but they managed to keep hold of it though, Real Madrid. Going to get the ball into the box again. Oh, and it's headed away. And there could be a problem here. Declan Rice gets a yellow card. It's going to be another penalty. Wow, this is getting a bit tatty, mate. This is getting a bit naughty, this is at the minute. Murphy, an own goal, Elliott and Shaw, I think. Nice. Yeah, pretty much the same as the Arsenal penalty, really. Rice is holding. He's holding Mbappe. Mbappe just goes down, so it's going to be a penalty to Madrid. Ooh. First goal. He's going to count. He's going to matter. Rice, why are you all arguing? He ain't going to change his mind. Just get on with it. Just get on with it, man. Penalty check. Having a VAR penalty check. It's very similar to the penalty for Arsenal, to be honest. He has actually got hold of Mbappe, so I think this is going to be a penalty. Joanne says this is getting tasty. It is. It is getting very tasty. They've got to keep. Arsenal's got to try and keep their heads. Because Madrid are just. They're at them all the time at the moment. I think VAR's getting. There's a check going on at the moment. Ball comes in. I mean, Declan Rice has definitely got hold of him. Oh, that's got to be a pen. If that other one was a pen, that's got to be a pen. I don't know why it's taking so long, to be honest. That's what we want to be excited, guys. Yeah, exactly. For a neutral, yeah, definitely. For a neutral, yeah, it's definitely what you want. How long is it taking to check this penalty? Who's checking the penalty, Mr. fucking Magoo? Definitely a pen. I don't know why they're taking so long to do anything about it. It's definitely a pen if the other one is. I don't know why this is taking so long, to be honest. Right, is it out of there? I think it's all on whether Mbappe would have got to the ball, but I mean, it's still contacting the box and bringing him down, so. This is unbelievable, this is. They're still all arguing about it. They're still all talking about it. Referee's just standing there like, what's going on here? 26 minutes gone, 10 minutes extra time. Yeah, definitely. Ref's now going to check VAR. I don't even see why you'd need to do that, to be honest. It's obvious. Rice has definitely got his arms around him. Look, that's got to give it. If they don't give this penalty, then that's definitely getting away with one. No, the referee said no penalty. What? Offside. Took the yellow card back, no penalty. Well, it said they was checking for a penalty, but it actually was looking for an offside by the looks of it. It didn't even say that. Got to eat up, this is. 28 minutes gone now. Arsenal playing it about at the back. Gives it back to Raya. Raya kicks the ball out straight to Real Madrid, but the header just gives it straight back to him. Arsenal could get on a break here, though, with Odegaard. Plays it back. Arsenal going to go back to Raya again. Raya then plays it out to Kivior. Kivior passes it up the field to Partey, is that? No, Skelly. And that's going all the way back to Courtois. Courtois, not Courtois. Madrid with the ball again in the centre. Just looking for a possibility on that left-hand side. That seems to be the one that they're going for quite a bit in this. Get it now back into the middle. Guy on the right who's completely open. They haven't seen him, I don't think. Now they've seen him. Right, it's on the right-hand side. Can't get through, though. Big wall of Arsenal defenders. Ball comes into the box. What a waste of time that was. What a waste of time that was, basically. What is it? Fucking pathetic, corrupt says site. Yeah, it was. That's a weird one, that was, to be honest. El Rice Pudding got card taken off him, and nice, says Tony Neri. Quite a bit of space in that centre. Heading down the left-hand side again now, Real Madrid. Plays it to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. just walking forward. Gives it to Mbappe. Mbappe's going to shoot. Oof. That looked on target, but it weren't. Real Madrid are just keeping the ball too long. And when they do actually get it anywhere, it's a bad pass or not a very good shot. Although I won't let him have too many like that, to be honest. Could be a break here for Martinelli on the left-hand side. Gives it to Rice. Rice going through. Plays it across to Odegaard. Odegaard to Saka. Saka trying to get on his left foot. Gives it to Odegaard. Odegaard tries to play it through to Saka, but it's got too much weight on it. Here come Madrid again. Down the right-hand side. Sprays the ball over to the other side to Vinicius Jr. Both teams, Arsenal look a bit more penetrating than what Madrid do, but both teams are sort of keeping it a lot outside the box. Could be a break on here. Odegaard turns, plays it to Saka. Saka gets barged in the back and goes down. He's already got a yellow. Nah, I think Saka was waiting for that, to be honest. He's waiting for that contact. Saka's staying down. And he's hitting the floor. I think he's alright. I'm just seeing that replay again. I don't see that at all. The other guy in the middle's offside, but Mbappe ain't. Here comes Arsenal again with Martinelli, another player on the floor. Oh my days, every single coming together leaves one player on the floor. You've got your work cut out today, ref. $33 minutes and 35 gone. Arsenal free kick. This one's going to go into the box with Odegaard. Oh, shot. Oof. That looked better than what it was, actually. Timber puts it over the bar. Back with Madrid. Playing around with it in the defence. Back to Courtois. That was a nice press, that was. Arsenal now playing some decent passing moves. Got Odegaard on the right hand side. Gives it to Saka. Saka getting pressured. Goes down. And it's going to be a free kick to Madrid. Saka thought about kicking that ball away then. It's a good job he didn't do it. No, that's not going to do anything. That's straight out. Come on. Get something going. Raya gets a yellow card. I'm not sure why Raya got a yellow card then. I must have been time wasting or something. Saka on the right hand side. Plays it into Odegaard. Odegaard gets a corner. Arsenal corner. I think Arsenal look like they've got more of a... they've got more penetration. Raya gets a yellow card for time wasting. And my stream's just gone. Great. Yeah, stream's gone. Stream's gone. Boring, says Sai, yeah. Evening, just cleaned up the smashed mug I threw against the wall after that stupid Saka penalty. I know, it was mental, wasn't it? Absolutely mental. Big up, Pepsi. Can't get it full screen now. I'm not getting anything at the bottom of the... Oh, shit. That's it. Right. Should have watched bloody Toon and Crystal Palace. Arsenal just a massive flat back 11 at the minute. Kivior wins that in the air though. Martinelli trying to get down the right hand side. Left hand side, I mean. Otter don't look very happy at all. There's got to be about like 10-12 minutes on the on after half time for the extra time. It's got to be. Mama says Palace had a pennant and it was pathetic. It's the day of pathetic pens. Oh man, the games just stop and start all the time. It's just stop and start all the time, this game is. Madrid again on the right hand side, and another player's down on the floor. Nothing's getting going at all. It's another free kick to Madrid to put it into the box. Rodrigo takes the free kick, goes all the way to Vinicius Jr. Puts the ball in the box again, well marshalled by Arsenal there. And again Vinicius Jr. trying to get the ball into the box, and it's going to be a Real Madrid corner. Man, this needs a goal. It needs a goal to spruce this up. $40 minutes gone. I reckon there'll be another 12-15 minutes left, I should think. It's like this game's like the Dark Arts versus the Dark Arts. It really is. Here comes the corner for Madrid. Ball comes over the top, punched away by Raya. Going to go out for a throw-in for Madrid. Martinelli just gives him a push. Nobody anywhere near him for the throw. And that goes all the way back to the Madrid defence. Ball into the centre. Manages to get it through to the right hand side. Madrid now gets the ball into the box. Oh, it went just near him. He nearly managed to get his foot on that. Rudiger. No way he's getting to that. If you look at the replay, there's no way he's going to get on that. Another corner. Corner comes in. Ooh. Don't know who that went off. It's on the left-hand side, though. Mbappe tries to put it into the box. Arsenal managed to get it, trying to get a break, but there's no break because Madrid are all over them. As soon as Arsenal get the ball, here come Madrid again. Mbappe outside the box. Won't do anything though. Passes it to the right hand side, then into the centre. Ball over the top. Down the left hand side, it's going to be another corner to Madrid. You've got to be really quick with a ball when you get it, because as soon as you get it, Madrid just crowd around you, take the ball off you. Headed away from the corner, straight back. Skelly gets that one away from the box. Saka gets it, gets barged, and he goes down, and that's going to be a free kick. Oh my days. Headed away from Kivior, I think. What's going on there? Martinelli on the left hand side manages to get one-on-one. Tries to get it through into the centre, but it's took off him by Madrid. Ball passed out, goes straight back to Arsenal. It's with Odegaard outside the area. Tries to get a pass, goes down. And Madrid now with Vinicius Jr. on the left hand side. Odegaard's getting back to him. Can't get it off him though. And then he gets taken down by Timber. Here comes Madrid on the left hand side with Mbappe. Mbappe puts the ball into the box. Arsenal managed to clear it. It's going for a throw-in. 7 minutes of extra time. Looked like it seemed more than that. Big up Scald, how you doing, matey? And Cy yawns. I know, mate. Mate, I know. Ball comes into the box again, won easily by Saliba. And it's gone back to Madrid, and it's going to come straight back at them. Ball into the box, goes for like a bicycle kick there. Can't get it. Marino's got it, sorry. Odegaard now down the middle, plays it to Martinelli. Martinelli's just gone too far, and it goes out for a throw-in. It is, you're right, Si, you're right. Nobody can get anything going at the minute. It's been a tale of defences, really, this first half. Mbappe puts the ball into the box again. Volley comes in. Ooh. It's taken away. Marino, sorry. Trying to get back with it. And then another player goes down on the floor. Referee's not interested in that one. Now he is. He's too stop-start, man. He's constantly just stop-start, this game is. Yeah, well, I'm back in Weatherspoons, left at half time. I'm not watching that fucking toilet. Big up, Jack. What's happening, mate? What's happening? The tune's just on it at the minute, aren't they? This ain't much better, mate, to be honest. Not been a hell of a lot of things to report that's been really exciting, let's put it that way. To say it's like Champions League, I think they're both just playing too reserved at the minute. Real Madrid just keep trying to get it into the box eye up, and Arsenal's pretty much winning all of them, totally. Thanks to that prick missing that pen, game completely changed. Who was it on the penalty? Good save there by Raya. It wasn't that interesting, to be honest. It wasn't that entertaining, but I've got to sort of go on what I can, haven't I? Odegaard now plays it through to Partey. Partey's got Rice alongside him. Rice could try and take a shot. Plays it to Martinelli. Martinelli takes a shot. Courtois saves it. And Madrid try and get away down the left-hand side. That's going to go out. "5-0 away the lads." Oh my days, that's a shame. And Eze and hashtag Nuno, yeah, 5-0 away the lads. Newcastle absolutely fucking pounding Palace. Welcome to the top 3, mama. And congrats on your win. I ain't saying, and Sporting, they don't deserve 1 minute more of my time. Would rather be out with the missus. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. This is just, it's just stop, start, stop, start. Is the game actually on in Weatherspoons, Jack? It's just stop, start all the time, this is. It's not getting going at all. Thanks, Jack. I hope you enjoyed your time up here, apart from the game. Yeah, yeah. Right. Coming up to half time now. What the hell? I've changed the... Half time, guys. Not the most interesting game I've ever seen in my life. No, not really much good at all, this one. Yeah, awesome, Mama. Cheers for that. I've just seen your message. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Right, I'm at my son. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I sent the link to Jez by accident. That's why. Right, okay, let's see if I can do that again then and not screw it up this time. Yeah, so, I mean, what do you make of that first half? I mean, you're still doing okay, obviously. You're still going there, but, you know, let me just chuck that in there. I put it in the rock and roller group instead. Jez is like, I'm at my son's wedding, mate. Like, yeah, I know. I think I put it in the wrong group, didn't I? Okay, Yeti, no worries. And shall I call you Mister? Yeah, Mister. Should I call you Mister? You can call me bored because this game is shite. Absolutely boring. Evening, what's the score? 0-0, mate. 0-0. And it's not, the game's not even getting going. Good for Arsenal fans, I would imagine. You know, well, not all Arsenal fans, but you're still 3-0 up to the good, so I suppose that's one good thing, but other than that, the game's absolutely garbage. Why you'll get? Why you'll get? So yeah, half time, 0-0. Absolute garbage. I've just got another thing come through again that someone's trying to log into one of my accounts, and it ain't me. So I don't know what's going on there. I'll have to change more passwords. What a fucking fuck about, man. Pissing around all day changing passwords and stuff. I think it's Microsoft, and that's what makes it a worry, because obviously I've got Game Pass, and I've changed the password on it, so I don't know what else I can do really. Right, might as well get rid of that as well. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, to be honest. Wonder what the second half will be. Well, I think it'd be pretty much the same. It's just stop and start. I think they should have had a pen, though, to be honest. But the penalty for Arsenal, oh my, what the hell? Just look at that. What is he doing there? That is an awful penalty, that is, isn't it? That's nerves, that is. There's a lot of this Face ID now too when you log in. Yeah, well, it keeps going to that point where you have to put the number in. I've checked it on Reddit today, and it's saying, well, if they've got to that point, and they've got your password. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. If I change all my passwords, then I don't know how I'm going to work it out. Crazy how the fixtures have landed for us this week, especially considering Newcastle's run. We get to see the lay of the land before our match. No pressure, lads. This one will be the mentality test. Yeah, definitely. definitely. Yeah, it's all on there. 100%, it's all on there. I just don't understand why it keeps doing that. Mama Flossie, absolutely. Me and the missus travelled round every Wetherspoons in the city. I'm committed to getting smashed and forgetting all this. Yeah. Did he have Mateta on? Because he had some stuff to say about Mateta, didn't he, the other day? What do you think of that substitution, Jack? That's a dodgy no penalty call, that is. That's a very dodgy no penalty call. Nice one at Jack CPFC. Enjoy. Absolutely, mate. Get some beer down your neck. Hopefully it's going to pick up in the second half, because so far, I mean, I would imagine, like most Arsenal fans, would be alright with it so far. Not really anything happened or anything like that. There's not been anything to really talk about. To say it's Champions League, it's quite dull. I'd love to have done this channel and done all this sort of stuff like back in the 80s and stuff like that. There's some good games then. Some of these games I watch now, fucking, they're awful, man. Everybody in this chat on here is saying Arsenal. Arsenal. I mean, you have to say that, I mean, they called it offside. I mean, I still can't really see that, to be honest with you. Dal says, oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, I think it was you I was aiming it for. I put it in the wrong group. How do the Arsenal fans feel in the chat? how would you look at it? Would you look at it as okay because you're not they ain't got their goal or anything like that, or would you look at it as in? I mean, you just want to get through, don't you? Really, so. Are we back on? No, we're looking at the penalty again. Come on, then get the rest of it on. Let's get it over with. Shit game, but I'm happy. I'll take 0-0 at half time at the Bernabeu. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the best way to see it, isn't it? It's not been anything much to see, to be honest. It's not an easy one to do a watch along for, to be fair. It's just boring. It's like fucking Dark Arts against Dark Arts. The game ain't even like starting up or anything. Alright, I wish I could join, mate, but I'm working and watching at the same time. No worries, Dal, mate. Big up to you, bro. Keep the link on and I'll try to get on after the match. Yeah, no worries. I'll stay on for a bit. If I ain't gone to sleep, that is. It's very possible watching this, to be fair, but... having right arguments in the chat on this stream what I've got on at the minute. Everyone's saying keep diving, Dark Arts, all that kind of stuff. There's loads of it going off in this chat. It's going to take something special, I think, if Madrid are going to get back into it. Be nice to see something special, to be honest. Where's that? Fucking hell, 5-0, man. 75 in 75th minute as well. 5-0. Wow. Alexander Isaac as well. They're on a mad one at the minute, aren't they, Toon? Big up to them though. I ain't got no issue with Toon. Third spot, 59 points. You got Villa next, who's on form as well, so that should be a good game on Saturday afternoon. Our game's on Monday against Spurs. Pressure's going to be on now, Skeld. Like you say, the pressure's going to be on now. You've got to stay in it, haven't you? You've got to keep it going, basically. No excuses. Right, we should be getting back on with the second half. And here we go, kicked off. Courtois smashes it down the pitch. Arsenal player down again. This referee's getting this all wrong. You can't even touch anybody, even Real Madrid as well. He's calling the slightest little things. I mean, the rare yellow, that was really strange. I mean, I know, like, I've always said, like, you know, if they're time wasting, you should get them straight away. But, I mean, that was straight away. That was 100% straight away. And the game stops again because Mbappe's getting old. Madrid now on the right-hand side. Cross comes in. And it's headed away. Arteta telling them all to come back because Mbappe's flying down the left hand side, goes into the middle, plays it across to the right, and it's going to be a corner to Madrid. Ball comes in over the top, easily won there by Saka, just boots it out. It's going to come back though, back with Madrid. Oof, my days. "49 minutes gone. Madrid's got it again in the defence. Plays it back to Courtois. Played out to the right hand side. Back into the middle. Back again out to the right hand side. See, there is spaces. There's definitely spaces on the pitch, but nobody seems to be taking that, taking any of them routes at all. Terrible pass that was. Straight to Party. Party goes down. Oh my fucking days. Stay on your feet, man. Both of you, stay on your fucking feet. Is this what Champions League football is now? Just dropping down on your arse all the time. And the refs buying all of it. From both sides as well. Ref is buying every little thing. Free kick now to Arsenal. Oof. Header from Rice over the bar. What the fuck was that? Oh my days. Come on, have a fight or something. Just have a fight with each other. Come on. Let's go WWE. Entertain me some way. He has got hold of Rice's leg there. I think I prefer the Real Deal and the Final Whistle shows, to be honest. These watch-alongs are just getting boring. Sounds really dull, yeah, it is. It is. He's stop and start all the time, mama. It's like the Battle of the Dark Arts. Oh, Odegaard, no. Messed around a little bit too much there. He's offside anyway. Yeah, he's offside there. Ball down the right hand side. He's in the box here. Oh, gets tackled. Goes down. Corner. Corner to Real Madrid. They're all just waiting for contact and then going down. Both teams are doing it as well. Both teams are doing it. Corner from Madrid. Oh, gets the header. Goes over the bar. Ah, my stream's gone off. Oh, it's exciting now, guys. The stream's gone off. Hey! It's a completely black screen, and so now I can imagine the game, right? I can imagine the game now. Oh, mate, what an amazing shot. What an amazing save. Oh, great tackle. Oh, come on. Oh, what a pass. What a pass. No, none of that's happening. I'm just trying to, you know. Pretend that it's interesting, and it's not. Right, we're back on quick movement. Arsenal on the left hand side with Martinelli. Martinelli's just jiggling with the ball around his feet, just doing step overs and all that kind of stuff, and Madrid are just watching him do it. Oh, Reyes there. I couldn't say that looked bad there. Here come Arsenal now, down the right hand side to Odegaard. Odegaard's going to drop that off to Saka. No, he's not. He's going to drop back. Plays it back to Party. Skelly to the left hand side to Martinelli. Martinelli trying to take on his man. Gets round him. Looks for the shot. Goes down. Ref says nothing. And there could be a break here for Madrid. But they're going to fuck it up because he's going to keep it too long. But they managed to get it back now. It's with Vinicius Jr. outside the box. Takes a shot. Is this world class football? Is this world class teams? World class players? It's back with Arsenal. I mean, I can understand like totally what Arsenal's doing completely. I just can't understand what Madrid's doing. Oh my days. Throws Skelly like timber on the floor. Bellingham needs to sort his head out, man. He's properly just thrown timber on the floor there. It was a little bit exciting though, so fair play to you, Bellingham. That was such an easy shot to save, that was. Here comes Madrid again on the right hand side. Arsenal all the way back again. Vinicius Jr. on the left hand side. Can't get the cross in, gets another corner. Can any of them do a decent corner? You know, this is Champions League football. I reckon if we can go in it, we can win this. Ball comes in, headed away by Arsenal. Shot's going to come in there. Nope, it's deflected. Mbappe trying to keep it in, can't keep it in, goes for a throw-in. That was an hospital pass, that was. He had no choice but to do that. Right, Madrid's got 3 players that's coming on. Oh, Saka's away here. No. Good challenge there from Ascenso. Had to do that. Corner to Arsenal. 3 Madrid players getting ready to come on. No idea who any of them are. Corner comes in, straight to Courtois. Madrid trying to get running through the middle of the field now. Pass, not good enough at all, to be honest. And here come Arsenal again with Odegaard, plays it backwards. With Rice, just gives it to his defence, to Skelly in the middle of the field, plays it across to Odegaard. Odegaard then gives it back to Skelly. Skelly got 3 Madrid players around him. Goes down. Skelly stays down. Then the referee stops the game. This referee's been a twat. He's calling for everything. Look, Skelly, you're rolling around on the floor, mate. And then he stops the game. And then you just looking up. He does get stamped on there by Rudiger. 60 minutes gone. Still 0-0. I know this is boring as hell, but I'll take it as an Arsenal fan. Be happy with a 0-0. Stink first if it gets us in the semi. Yeah, I know what you're saying, mate. Rodrigo's gone off. Alaba's gone off. And Lucas Vasquez has gone off. Sabalos, or whatever his name is, Hendrick, and Fran Garcia have come on. Long ball over the top for Real Madrid, but Saliba manages to keep hold of that, and it's offside anyway, I think. No, it's handball from Benitez Jr. Not sure how he could stop that happening, but Ray kicks the ball up the field, and that goes straight to the Madrid defence. Headed back to Courtois. Nope, Odegaard plays it back to Martinelli, and then played back to Timber. Then back to Martinelli. Then all the way back to Kivior. Kivior back to Raya. To Saliba. Saliba passes it to Timber. Timber's first touch was not good there. And Madrid managed to get it, and then Timber kicks him in the back of the leg, and the game stopped again. Our defence is playing well. Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I wouldn't knock that at all. I'm just not a very defensive-minded person, to be honest. But yeah, they are. There's not really a lot to defend though, but everything that's going into the box, you're clearing and you're winning. Kivior's done all right, I think. But to be honest, you'd actually think that this, even, minus the 3-0, you'd think this was 0-0. Because there's no thingy to it at all. No urgency whatsoever with Real Madrid. Real Madrid now on the right hand side, plays the ball into the box, header comes in and it's over the bar. Oh, Saka's away here on the right hand side. Up against Rudiger, plays it back to Odegaard. Odegaard passes it into Rice in the centre. Back to Odegaard. Odegaard, I thought he was going to shoot then. Oh, Saka in the box. And it's a goal. 1-0. 1-0 Saka. Finally, at least somebody scored. I mean, and I can't say anything other than Madrid's getting exactly what they deserve. To be honest. 1-0 Saka, 1-0 Arsenal. I ain't even got the score thing going on here. Ooh. Game over, if it even started. Hold up, fuck off. Get in, says Pepsi, get in, says Tony Neary, and full time 5-0, tune up the mags. Absolutely, what a win that was. Beautiful win that. And well, that didn't last long. Well, what's. Right, let's see what happens now then. Oh, right, that's what you mean. No spoilers, mate, if you don't mind. 1-1. Right. Okay, now it's getting interesting, I suppose. That was a bit weird, wasn't it, from Saliba there? Totally laid it on a plate there. All onside, 1-1. Vinicius, Saliba, you tool. Yeah, Saliba was a tool there. Don't put spoilers in the chat, guys, because otherwise I can't actually keep looking at it. You're well in front of me. Right, so what is going to happen now then? Pepsi's name's all over the pitch. Fucking stream's gone off. Yeah, stream's gone off at the minute. Yeah, it's back on. I love it when it comes back on and he'll start running around really quick. Right, so 1-1, 4-1 on aggregate for Arsenal. Here's Rice, pops it over the top. Real Madrid plays it back to Courtois. Courtois kicks it up the field. Easily defended again by Arsenal, and here comes Rice again on the left-hand side. Balls with Timber, and Real Madrid managed to win that. Yeah, I think that was a bit harsh personally, but I don't know, he has actually took his foot there. Oh dear, got some goings on there with Martinelli and whoever that is. Valverde flew in on the tackle. Free kick to Arsenal. Oh, mate, honestly. Everything that's gone up the middle of the field or whatever from Real Madrid has been won by Arsenal. Everything. Here's Rice outside the box. Ooh. Gets challenged in the box. Probably should have hit that earlier, to be honest. Booted out. Modric getting ready to come on there. Oh, very good pass there. Good inception from Saka. Saka tries to get it through. Rudiger gets it back to Courtois. Mbappe with a ball on the left hand side, tries to get a 1-2 going, can't get it going. Nice inception there from Rice. Rice now flying through. Mbappe goes to the back of him and he goes down, and Mbappe goes down as well. And I think Rice got the foul against him. Lovely finish that was from Saka. .73 gone. Mbappe grabbing his ankle. So Mbappe goes to challenge Rice, and then he actually kicks Rice. Then Mbappe goes down. I don't know what Saliba was doing there for their goal. But Raya should have seen that that other player was right next to Saliba at that point as well, really. So it's a prize. That's on both of them, I would say. I was about to call him a puss, but after seeing that, I bet it did hurt. Yeah. Mbappe's off, Asensio's off, Modric is coming on, and Brahim Diaz. .75 gone. Arsenal got it in defence now. Kivior plays a pass. Real Madrid managed to win it. Marino's trying to tackle, can't. And Madrid's got it at the moment, running through with Bellingham. Yeah, that was so telegraphed, that was. Easily won by Saka. It's going to be a goal kick. Trossard coming on now for Saka. Arteta's at his technical area again. Here comes Odegaard down the right hand side, plays it back to Timber, back to Odegaard. Odegaard puts it through for Martinelli. Throw in Arsenal. Madrid fans shaking their heads. Arsenal again on the right hand side. Odegaard trying to get through the box. Ooh, plays a pass into the box. Can't get it. Shot comes in from Partey. Takes a deflection. Ball goes up to whoever that guy is. Timber's free now on the right hand side. Can't get it past though. With Modric. Plays it to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. is going to run into too many players there, and he's going to get a free kick outside the box. That was a shit replay, that was. Couldn't really see what went on there. Rice just runs down the free kick. Just couldn't go. Oh man, my stream went again. Be interesting to hear the crowd, to be honest. Are we going to get it back again? Yeah, Madrid fans got head in hands. Good attempt at a shot there from Odegaard. 81 minutes gone. Now down the right hand side, plays it into the middle. Arsenal are pressing well as well. They are pressing well. And they managed to win it back again. Trossard's legging it down the left hand side, gets the ball as well. Oh, again, took off him though. Could be a break here. Oh, shot comes in. Good tackle there from Saliba. That was a great block, that was, from Saliba. Coming up to 83 minutes gone. Still 1-1. Oh, Saliba kicks that badly there. He's going to manage to get back to it though. He's up against Vinicius Jr. and he just kicks it out. It's going to be a corner to Real Madrid. I think, to be quite honest, I think Arsenal's done the right thing. I don't think there's any issue with Arsenal. Just kind of surprised at Real Madrid, to be fair. Vinicius Jr. on the left-hand side gets the ball into the box. Oh my days! Oh, I thought that was a shot. No, offside. They look completely dejected. Real Madrid, totally dejected. Yeah, I think Arsenal have played it spot on. I mean, at the end of the day, they're 3-0 up, so they don't have to go balls to the wall, do they? He gets a yellow card, starts being a little bit silly. Rice pulls him aside. This is why Rice should be the captain. Rice pulls him aside, tells him to calm down and everything. That's what captains do. Proper nutted him there, Rudiger did. Got a yellow card for it as well. Another ball into the box. Well defended there by Arsenal to get the ball away. Ooh, I'll be back in a sec. Need the loot. And I've lost my stream again. Everything that's gone into the box, Arsenal have had covered. It's definitely like what they've been doing the training on. There's no doubt about that. It's been good defending, actually. It's been the type of defending we've been doing, to be fair, today. Everything that's come into the box, Arsenal have got straight away. And Real Madrid have deserved nothing more than they've got, really. On to PSG. Oof, a shot wide. Yeah, not looking very happy they ain't. 5 minutes left. Could be a star for Arsenal, guys. Could be a star. Tick, 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 tick. 30th April, semi-finals. Yeah, could be a star for Arsenal coming. PSG will be a test for Mikel. Yeah, I mean PSG did look decent last night, I must admit. Well, they really did actually come back at them. But I mean, the way you've played this one, I mean, the frustration for me really has been Real Madrid. They haven't really offered really anything, a lot at all, to be fair. But at the same point, you have defended well when they have. So I don't dislike Arsenal. I just don't like Arteta. I cannot stand the guy. And if he manages to get a Champions League, then he's going to be there for another 30 years, I should think. Bloody hell, Sid's not had a shot at goal, and Madrid are a bit shit. Yeah. But I think what they have actually tried, I think your defence has actually been bang on, especially when the ball's gone into the box. I think I've seen him once win the ball when it's gone into the box, and that was the one that happened a bit ago, where he had the shot and it went wide. That's the only time. Every other time the ball's gone into the box, you've won it. Here's Martinelli. He's on the run. He's got past him as well, and he's scored. Now that is it, guys. That is it. That is it. 2-1, 5-1 on aggregate. Well played, Arsenal. That's all I can say. Oh, the fucking stream's gone now. Mind you, I think it'd be about over now anyway, but... Madrid are a bit shit. Oh, and get in. And where's Jez? His son's getting married today, mate. So he's at his son's wedding. But I bet he's taking note, though. I bet he's taking note. Actually, I will say Madrid are really shit, and God knows what's happened to Madrid. Yeah, no, big up Nick Ada. Hope you're well, mate. I've got no stream at all now, so is it finished? Yeah, you know what? That where I've paid to get that site where I normally watch my football. They've got back to me and said, "There's something you've got to do. We'll let you know. We'll send you a message and let you know how you do it." And I'm like, "What?" It's not the problem's not my side because I've tried it on every device on different browsers, so it's got nothing to do with my side. It's giving me fucking money back. The problem I have, and the problem I'll be saying to them as well, it's not the fact that, you might have changed the link or whatever, I don't know, but why have you not let people know who's paid? I want my money back anyway because you've not let people know. You've not let me know that there's a problem. You've not let me know that it's changed up or whatever. Bang out of order. Timber, Martinelli and Rice coming off now. Whistle's going to go any minute anyway. Still a bit of football. It can't be that much though. 5 minutes and 25. Madrid just passing it around in the centre. And that's it. Full time. Full time, guys. You're in the semi-final for the Champions League. Nice. Tierney got on the pitch as well. I didn't notice Tierney get on the pitch, but yeah. Bring on PSG then, guys. Bring on PSG. Are you going to get a star? Are you going to get a star? Do you think Madrid will sack him? I wouldn't be surprised, but I think he's actually already said that he's done at the end of the season anyway, hasn't he? I think he said that he's done at the end of the season. Not sure whether he'll make it there. There'll be a lot of meltdowns from the Madrid camp again, I would have thought. You've got to give it to Arsenal, really. You've got to give it to Arsenal because the way they defended, and and then took the 2 goals as well. You can't really knock it. And that 3-0 against Madrid at Emirates was a game changer, wasn't it? I still don't like Arteta though, but you've got to give respect where it's due, ain't you? At the end of the day, got to give respect where it's due. How did the other game go anyway? Does anybody know? The Inter Milan one. It's Dalt. He'll be celebrating his head off. Hey, man.
Hey! Yeah!
Mate, you know what? Played it well.
Bro.
Oh.
I am fucking gassed. 1 sec.
I can imagine, mate. I can imagine.
Fucking proper. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Yes. Oh, bro. I ought to give my left hand to be there tonight. Saka's goal was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
What a goal.
Was.
Boop,
Yeah.
Boop, boop. Anyway, what's up? Thanks for the invite. Sorry I didn't catch
no
you
worries,
earlier, but, oh my God.
Yeah, no worries.
Busy
Got
doing work, too.
Jezza in the chat as well. Caught last
Jezza,
20 minutes.
congrats.
Great captain from Rice, or forgot he isn't.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Bring up the platters.
Definitely.
Bro. Woo! Emotional roller coaster. That first half is about to give me a heart attack.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Yeah, Gary.
I thought you played it spot on, personally. It's a bit more sort of disappointed in them to not actually do anything, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I thought you defended well as well. Everything that was put into the box, you was the first to it. It reminded me of like the way we've been defending most of the season. You know, that was highly impressive. Big up Jazz anyway, mate.
Yeah,
and PSG will beat them, says Sai. And hello, Jazz.
I don't think so.
No Rice first leg.
No,
and,
that's not true. No Party first leg.
Yeah. And Joe says,
we fucking did it, bro. God, oh my God, bro. At first half, I thought I was going to die. When he missed that penalty, I was like, oh, fuck.
Mate, that was like mental, wasn't it? That?
Like, I thought that was going to give them the ammunition they would need to like, just really put it to us. But Declan Rice again, Lucas Skelly again, Party again, Timber again, Kiwior again, Saliba, his little donkey moment, get caught up on the ball.
Yeah, but was that more?
Fantastic.
Wouldn't you say that was more Raya's fault as well? Because Raya can actually see how close that guy is.
Yeah. The keeper's responsible to getting that ball cleared and doing that right. Yeah, I think Saliba was just kind of caught off guard, right?
Yeah,
Then he pounced. But you can't make mistakes like that, right? I mean, if it's if it's 0-0 in aggregate and they score and where we scored and they scored and luckily Martinelli was there to put a beautiful goal in at the end. But if that goal Martinelli doesn't happen, we're talking a whole new game, right? But of course, we can't talk about what happened 2 weeks ago because the past is the past, right? Just like your ours is the past of the past, right?
Yeah,
we love talking about it, but it's like you can't go back to those games and say, oh, if so and so did this and that. Fuck it, that didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You know what I mean? So I don't care. Jude Bellingham is not a $120 million player.
No,
I don't know what that is all about. And we just saw who was the far superior team today. And I've said it before. I think I said it with you and Jeslin's show before, and with Tony and TJ, of course, that the physicality is going to win in the end. And that's why the Prem is so dominant against certain leagues, because the pace and the power, these teams are not used to that week in and week out. And you could tell they aren't used to that, right? They're used to, who gives them a challenge? But Barcelona, Atletico Madrid. But other than that, not really. Not really. I mean, you could say maybe Sevilla, Valencia, but even then, I think Valencia are down mid-table, and even the mid-table teams in the Prem are far better, I think, than the mid-table teams in La Liga. Even if the football looks better, Crystal Palace could beat half the teams in mid-table, right? Everton could beat a lot of those teams.
Well, I don't think they could tonight.
Forest could beat a lot of those teams. What's that?
Yeah, I don't think they could tonight. They got beat by
no
5-0.
Tonight, but I mean, if it was, let's say, you guys in our spot against someone like Valencia, or you had to play for some weird cup against Real Betis, I would bet for Forest all day long, right? Betis has some names, but they're not used to this, the pace and power of the Prem. That's what makes it kind of that, the best of the best, in my opinion. Even though La Liga's close, but those mid-table teams in Liga, they just don't compete with even the mid-tables in the Prem.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think the way it'll be said as the narrative will be that. I mean, I've already seen it in the chats that I was watching the streaming, and they were saying, "Oh, Madrid ain't good anymore, and they're not that team anymore, and all this, that, and the other." Right. But I think you've got to also give it to. I mean, I don't say this very often, but the tactics tonight was spot on. Your defence was superb. In the first half, they was getting about a little bit, but they never anything they kind of tried to put in the box. You won. You won all of it.
Yeah. Moreno even won a lot of the headers from Rudiger while we were lumping it up top at times, and kind of an emergency. And this was a game where you did see us lump it more up top and play through the midfield like we did the first game, right? And that's because they did pressure us a little more up the pitch. And they did have a little aggro, but at the time you could see, Yeti, they were fouling us every single time.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think there was dark arts on both sides, to be honest. I don't think the referee handled it that well, to be fair.
No, I think the referee did give us the advantage in some of those tackles, for sure. Sure. There were some times that were really 50-50. He should have just let them both play. But I do think it was a bit lopsided towards us, But again, that's composure, right? That's that 3-0 guarantee in the back of your head. Like Rice and Partey, they could make that step in front to just get in front of the attacker, right? To make the attacker push them down. And then you're going to fall, right? You're going to want to do the dark arts, like you're saying. And it came off perfectly today. I mean, they got in foul trouble, right? They didn't have one of their best midfielders who was already out with Camavinga. Modric, I mean, they brought him on the 72nd minute. What's he going to do? I mean, he might score one outside the box, but that's not going to be enough. And then Martinelli was just icing it on the cake. He was just waiting for that run, waiting for that ball. And you could see it coming.
There was nothing
about it with my TV screen. All of a sudden, he's fucking in the box.
There was nothing for him though outside the box. Right. I mean, the only shot they got really was like Mbappe. I mean, and they kept trying to shoot, but they was just kicking it straight at your defenders. I think your defending tonight was absolutely superb. You kept them down. You kept them to a point where they was trying to put it in the box all the time. You obviously trained on that point where you was going to win everything that came into the box, and that's exactly what you did. And then you scored with the Saka goal. You must
beautiful goal.
When he misses that penalty, though, you must have been thinking like me: is it their day?
Yes, I did. For a good couple minutes, I was watching, working, texting the wife, texting a couple of chats, trying to get into the chats. And I was watching a lot of Top Gunner, shout out Josh. And I was kind of going back and forth to everybody's. But I really thought for a second, if they were to score right after that, then it would be peak. Yeah, that was what I was worried about. They would have that impetus to really go out and get that goal within 5 minutes, right? But that didn't happen, And again, I think it was like you said earlier, the way Arteta set it up. We were so easy going into that 4-4-2 defensively. You could really see the ease of it, right? And they didn't have an answer for that. And you're right about the balls coming in. Hey, if Mbappe wants to shoot from 23 yards, 24 yards out, by all means, all day, please, right? Because he's not deadly for that far. Yeah, he'll make one or so or a couple, but he's not going to get like 3 of them past Raya from outside the box like that. They were trying the tricks inside the box. I didn't think it was a pen. but I don't think it was offsides either. But I think what they were trying to do is not give Mbappe a yellow card for diving, in my opinion. I really do.
Well,
I think it was a dive.
The
I think
thing
it was
is for
diving.
me though is like Rice does have his hands. He has got him. Yeah, he is pretty much hugging him basically.
See, I
thought
think
that was a little bit weird. I thought.
I don't think it's as tight around him as like the ref initially thought, right?
Mm.
I think his arms were around him naturally because Mbappe's pushing into him and moving, kind of moving into him as well, and he's kind of just trying to balance himself a bit. But yeah, I mean, right, to lose that penalty and then give them a penalty would have been fucking huge, right? That really, really would have swayed things a bit. But I'm not so sure they would have put 3 or 4 on us though, right? Maybe 3. Maybe the extra time, but I didn't think today they were going to put 4 on us. No way. No freaking way.
No chance. There weren't no cohesion there or anything. Whenever they sort of got the ball, the pass was not what you'd expect.
Their wing backs were pretty bad. Sensio's a decent youngster, but he's not ready for this. And Rudiger's just a catastrophe waiting to happen. I don't know what they're doing defensively. I don't understand what they were trying to do, right? I mean, they were trying to get Rudiger up there for set pieces. I think he had a shot after some ricocheted off of a defender. But I think you're right. There was no real balance of what Madrid was trying to do because I think we had him on the back foot. We had Bellingham's back to goal a lot. He had to receive the ball and hold it up and wait for the wingers. And by that time, we were all over him. And I don't see a $120 million player in there. I see a $100 million athlete, right? I mean, he's extremely athletic. And for me, if he was a lot less money, I would take him over Odegaard just for the physicality of him and Rice together and party. I mean, that would make a strong midfield. But then you would probably lose a bit of creativity because I don't think he's that good in the middle of the park. I think he's really good outside the 18-yard box and really good in the 18-yard box. But Bellingham in the middle of the park, I'm sorry, he's just not it yet.
He wasn't Paul of anything.
21 years old. But in the middle of the park, he is just an average midfielder to me. Declan Rice was far, far better for both games.
Declan Rice is coming on big
incredible.
Style. I mean, when Party was going off, and who was there? Who was there dragging him away and saying, "Get your fucking head sorted out"? That was Rice. That's Rice.
He's the captain, bro. He's got to be the captain. And I don't. And I thought even Odegaard, I thought was decent today. I thought there was some times he played some nice flicks and outlet balls. There was a couple times where he got the ball, he could have gone wide right, and he tried to force something inside, lost the ball a couple times. But other than that, I thought he was pretty damn good today. He was pressing what he did what he needed to do, and I thought Moreno was good too, winning headers. He needed to. And again, he's just kind of a statue up there, right? You're not going to get much out of him, but the pressing was good. We did what we had to do today. And it's just incredible that we actually got the win today. We beat them today. I believe that's going to finish 2-1. To them, I thought my prediction was 2-1, but I thought it was going to finish 1-1. But then that goal just fucking icing on the cake, man. Icing on the cake. 5-1 on aggregate.
Let me just cover this chat, mate. Arsenal versus PSG, Barcelona versus Inter. So it's still all on, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And Rice got man of the match again, and well deserved. Perfect. I do like Rice, I must admit. And there will be a party after the first leg and a week and a half until the semi-final. Arteta just got Don Carlo the sack. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Declan Rice was unbelievable. He's a great player. I think he's one of the best that you've pulled in, to be honest. Along with Timber. I like Timber as well.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, one player that deserves mention as well, Kivior.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
I don't think he put a foot wrong tonight at all.
No. And I know we give these players so much shit, right? I've been on your show many times saying, get this fucking Kiwior guy out. What the hell? And we're all guilty of that, right? We've all gone off on players that we think are dead wood and so forth.
Yeah.
But then it's like, but I think my brain is so geared to the Prem, right? I want to win the Prem. I want to win the Champions League too, believe me. But it's like these players, you don't join Arsenal for no reason, right? There's a reason why you're doing Arsenal, right? Just like there's like I would say now with the up and coming of Forest and where you guys are at in the table and the type of football you play, like you have the opportunity now to get some really good names in there.
Yeah,
To help out and enhance the team. And so Kiwior's just done that. He's just enhanced the team. I don't think he's going to be our superstar defender. He's not going to be a Tony Adams or a Saul Campbell or or someone like that.
Improved.
But he's doing the job. He's training with Gabriel, right? He's training with them. So that's something to think about too. I don't think that gets talked enough about is that Kiwior, he may not be the player we want him to be now, but he's learning. I mean, he's still like 21, 22, bro.
I think that's absolutely massive because, I mean, losing someone like Gabriel, I mean, you must all have been thinking, like, oh, that is massive. That's, this is going to go bad. And I think Kiwior's just slipped in there, and I think he's done a really good job.
Right.
Nick Ada says it's bittersweet if Arteta wins the Champions League. We won't get rid of him. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, really. That's the thing.
Right. And that's... And there's kind of my line has been win something, probably stay, right? That's my line. If you win the Champions League, Mikel, let's give it another go, right?
Yeah.
But if we don't win it now, especially now if we don't win it, if we don't get it over the line, he has to go. And that's just football and business 101, right, Nick?
Yeah.
If you're a CEO of a company and your general manager is failing 5, 6, 7 times, you really got to look at it, But and then I start to think though, Yeti, would another manager really get this far with us? And I'm not so sure because these players I don't care what anybody says, are playing for him right now.
Oh yeah, of course they are.
Right?
Yeah,
they believe full on what's going on with Arteta. They believe in him. Right? And he believes that first 11, he made 1 sub. We didn't have to sub. They made 5 subs, I think, 4 subs. So I still think there's, he wants to improve the bench, and that's what Berta, I think, is here for, right? Get us Goikarez, put Moreno back. I don't really have an issue with Moreno maybe playing as Partey, right? Partey may sign an extension now. So there's a lot of things in the works, but I think Mikel Arteta has earned respect. I don't necessarily, though, want him in the job because I think there are managers out there that can get a tune out of this team. But then again, I'm not so sure. Right? I mean, he has a real connection with them. And so it's going to be difficult to find that right person. And that's going to be difficult for Berta, right? Arsene Wenger came in at the right time, revolutionized things. It didn't work out with Emery. That's ancient history now. Not much to talk about there. And then, here we are in the semifinal of the Champions League 6 years into Arteta's reign.
Yeah, well, I mean, also you got to look at the fact of also is like one thing that he has done, which I'll always give respect where it's due. Obviously, I don't like the guy, but I will give respect, and that is he brought that sort of conservative style of Arsenal in as well, which is kind of what you played tonight on the break type of thing. I mean, so you've got to give that to him because I mean, if he goes gung ho against like a Real Madrid or something like that, then well, I don't know about this Madrid team, but you would leave space.
If it was the Ronaldo, Gareth Bale, Benzema team, we would have a completely different conversation.
You would leave gaps if you was to play in that style. So I do respect that in that respect. I mean, do you think you're going to get a star?
I think we're going to beat PSG because, again, PSG doesn't face the press from teams like we do. It's just a fact. They just don't, right? And that we've seen what it's done to Madrid. I can't imagine when we're on it that PSG will get a sniff. So, and at times, Eddie, I think it's better we got PSG anyway because, Unai Emery has Arteta's number.
Yeah.
Unai Emery would find a way to beat us, right? And Luis Enrique may too, great manager. But I don't think, again, PSG has the physicality to match a Declan Rice, a Timber, a Partey, Moreno, right? What they do have though is lethality with Barcola, Dembele. They got some players that are good and hurt us, but again, they're small, right? Yeah. Neves is small, Vitinha's small in stature, right? I'm talking these guys are 5'6", 5'7", and Declan Rice is 6'1". Partey's 6 foot. I feel that our defensive presence will be too much for him. We beat them already, so there's that as well. We beat them in the group stage. Not that that's saying much because that's ancient history as well now. But they'll be a different side. I think they may have been missing some players during those ties. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I think it's us and Barcelona, or Inter, to be honest. And I think if it's us and Inter, I think we go through, even though we lost to Inter 1-0 in the group stage.
Yeah.
I think we can beat Inter. It's good. I think that'll be tougher. Will that be tougher than Barcelona? I'm not so sure. I think
if you beat PSG, you're in the final. So if it's Inter and you beat them, you've won it. You're not going through.
Right. And I am looking past PSG, and I am looking, and I think I am with good reason. We just put 5 on Madrid. I don't think this PSG team maybe that beats this Madrid team. I'm not so sure, but I know this Madrid team is not what it was years ago with Ronaldo, Bale, Toni Kroos, right? I mean, come on. 3 years in a row was phenomenal.
You beat what's in front of you.
Right.
At the end of the day, you win. You've won. It doesn't matter like what they are. I mean, because it's like when Newcastle won the Carabao Cup. Everyone's saying, "Oh well, Liverpool weren't really on it." Well, that's your fucking fault.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Who cares if you're on it or not? That's down to you, isn't it? You turn up and you do what you've got to do, and that's it. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, if it was one of those Madrid teams that you wouldn't have beat them. Who knows? You don't know because we haven't seen that. So I think what you've got going at the minute, where you can sort of shut a game down in that respect, I think he's been learning off us, actually, with that defending and stuff, because everything went in the box, you won. There was only one time that you didn't win it in the box, and that was when he got the turn and shot, and it went wide. What do you think about Ray getting a card that quick for fucking time wasting? That was mad.
I don't know, bro. What is? I think he was after the card. You could see him yelling at the defense to get out, get out, get out. Because I think he was blaming them because they weren't get out, fast out on the pitch to give him an outlet. So I think it's kind of both the defense's fault and his fault. But yeah, the time wasting, you could see it already. The first 10 minutes of the match, and it was like, oh shit, here we go. I mean, I thought the referee could have done better.
I thought the ref was terrible, mate. It was stop-start game all the time.
Right. But there was a lot of fouls, though, too. I mean, I thought at times Madrid were kind of just like hitmen out there every time we got the ball, and they would just come at us sideways. But you're right. Some of those were 50-50 that he didn't really need to stop for. We took a long time on the Mbappe non-penalty dive. That took, I think, 7 minutes, of extra time in the first half. I just think we're just about
that was ridiculous, man.
They didn't draw the lines. Yeah, that was
ridiculous. And I think they've got to do something about players being around the referee and and look, at the end of the day, if a referee makes a decision, you ain't changing it. So just shut up, get concentrating, and get on with the next phase of the game.
Right.
There's no point in that.
If the referee makes a call, I think call a penalty like that and a yellow card. I think it should just go to VAR. They check it, yes or no. I don't know what the drama is and what they're waiting for. It's like, at the end of the day, I think it was a flicked-on header, and Mbappe was just a bit in front of Declan Rice, and they called that the offside.
I can't see it. I mean, I watched the replay of it.
But that's why I don't think it's a penalty though either. And that's why I think it's kind of a dive.
The only one I thought was offside.
The
only one that I thought was offside was the one that was in front of Mbappe.
That may have been.
He was offside. I don't know whether they called it because of that. I don't know, but to me, I mean, that is a nailed-on penalty because Declan Rice has got his hand. He's pretty much.
I don't think it's. I don't see how your arms are close and tight. I don't think they're close and tight. I think he wraps him and Mbappe pushes into him.
Yeah, but you've still. I know, yeah, but I mean that's the ball courts, isn't it?
I don't think it's this. I think it's kind of this.
It's kind of on this part of his arms,
right?
But he has. There's no reason why you should have your hands on somebody's arms like that.
No, I think some of it was again for his own balance because Mbappe, I believe, was pushing into him. I don't think it's a pen.
Well, yeah,
I
he's
think
gonna try and do it cleverly to try and get
sure,
himself
sure.
something.
He tried to get away with it, and it didn't work.
Everybody,
but if it's not a pen, it's not offsides, and it's a dive, right?
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's the
I've
way I
always
look at
said
it.
that. I mean, your pen was a pen, definitely.
Oh,
was
for sure.
A pen.
Yeah. He got rugby tackled out there.
That was definitely a pen. I mean,
okay, why didn't Declan Rice take the pen? Like, why did they just give the pen to Declan Rice? I mean, that whole thing about Odegaard holding the ball and Saka, that just added up to that. Just when Odegaard did that, it's like you're adding more fear to the event, bro. Like you're adding more fear to the moment, and then you're adding drama to it, which doesn't need to be there. Get up there and fucking whack it.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, Courtois is 6'7". He's an intimidating figure in front of. I mean, I'm sure the goal looks that big with him in it, like
huge,
this, right? Oh, he's fucking massive. Yeah, he could play for the Lakers. I just don't get the drama of all that. Why, again, Arsenal do that? Why do we kick the ball away? Why have we done this and that, right? And I think it freaks Saka out a bit. That crowd would freak me out too. But I don't know why we give the Deckers and just have them lace at pop bins. I mean, just give it to Deckers. We obviously know he can, hit a free kick. I don't know.
Man. I don't know. Free kick.
But I think with that goal, then we have a completely different game, and Madrid completely succumb after the 25th minute, 30th minute. But wild drama, bro. Wild drama. My blood pressure was that first half.
Yeah, I think as an Arsenal fan, I would have been the same. I mean, I find the game very boring, to be fair.
Right. It was kind of cagey at times.
Yeah, because you've got 3 goals on them.
Right.
I mean, I said the first goal is going to be the one that makes the difference, and you got it.
You
got it eventually with Saka.
Right.
And he was getting taken out left, right, and centre.
He was everywhere.
Punching the floor. I thought he'd gone again.
Me too. Me too. And that's where I think the ref did well. I mean, the ref did bad, but he was at least trying to. To me, it's like if you follow the laws of the game, if you see a foul, you stop playing, call a foul. If it seems like it's a little more than a foul, you stop playing, you give the appropriate yellow card. Why did Rudiger throw Timber down and not get a red card?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right. And that's where I get pissed at the refs too. That's where the inconsistency is. He literally grabbed him and threw him down.
That was Bellingham, wasn't it?
Was it Bellingham? I thought it was
Rudiger. Bellingham threw him on the floor.
One of those pricks. You just can't throw a player down. But then he would, give a call if somebody stepped on a toe, right? I mean, that's where I got the up with him. It's like, that's a red card, and I thought a couple times Rudiger may have had to get a second yellow or a first yellow earlier. They came out there to play physical with us, but it seemed we were really calm. We just were able to turn with the ball and just put them off a bit. You could see it over and over with Rice, even Odegaard, even Martinelli with the great nutmeg on Endrick to kind of break free. So those little touches, I think, were really annoying them. They would try and pressure us, then we'd dink it off, real quick to the left or right, and then they'd end up fouling the player, right? So it was a little bit of lack of discipline for them, but I think they were completely out of sorts, especially after we got that penalty that we missed. Right, once that's called, I think they're like, "Fuck," right?
Well, they was like, come on.
Yeah, but then the motivation's up and then nothing happens. And then Saka turns around and scores, right? And so it's just the emotions of that Madrid team today, I'll bet we're just up and down like Arsenal fans. And I think Madrid fans kind of knew at halftime that it was
you could see it in their faces, couldn't you?
Right. They're starting to whistle and stuff in the 60th minute and that sort of thing. I don't know, man. I'm fucking proud of the boys today. I get that. This squad and Arteta's decisions today was just phenomenal, and we got the win. We actually beat them on their ground. Yeah,
100%. Man. Just give me 1 second. They'll go nip to the loo.
Big up everyone in the chat. Looks like I'm here by myself. Got a little Jameson. We got a comment in the chat. Ask me questions if you want. I can ask you questions. Joanne, what'd you think of the game? Always unbelievable. Declan Rice, correct. Arteta got Don Carlo the sack. Yep, I think you're right, bruv. I think you're absolutely right. That was a pretty bad display on Madrid today. They looked like they were just a little more upset and physical than we were. I don't get what they were really out to do today. To be honest, I don't see any real coherency in their passing. Rodrigo didn't look that good. Vinny Jr. was getting frustrated the whole time. Mbappe was getting frustrated, especially when he got that penalty called off. Yeah. What a game today. That first half had me on pins and needles, though. Second half, not so much. A lot calmer. Beautiful goal by Saka. Great pass by Moreno so he could dink it right over Courtois. And the Madrid fans, they knew it was definitely over then. So, yeah, I am extremely happy today. And Barcelona versus Inter. I am going to see past PSG because I think we get it done. Not having Party could be interesting. But if, maybe we play Trossard up front and bring Moreno in as the 6, keep Rice on the left. I have some confidence in that. I know Jorginho's got a knock. I think I would rather have Moreno in midfield than Jorginho in the 6. Even though I think Jorginho does provide some value here and there, but I think PSG is a really young, extremely quick passing squad that would just float right by him, to be honest. I think they have a tougher time getting past Moreno. And what do we say about Moreno? I mean, my God, we called him a donkey at the beginning of the season, pretty much all the way till January, and he's proved to, really do a job for the squad. He really loves, I think, playing for the shirt, and he's given his all. I don't rate him that highly, but he's starting to grow on me, and I just hope that we can get this striker in. Hey, what's up, DJ Crane? I'm holding down the fort while Yeti's taking a shit. Sun shining, the Pacific W, Smash Rail. Yeah, no, it's not 420 yet, bro. Not always needed at that time. A little bit earlier or later is okay too. No, but big up DJ Crane. I have a little Jameson today and watched the game while I was working a bit. Incredible. I thought the Martinelli goal at the end was absolute fucking icing on the cake. I'm getting messages here. Let me check my mobile phone. I didn't watch. Oh shit! You gotta watch the replay, bro. You gotta watch the replay for sure. I'm getting texts here. Victory is ours. Tony Claude. Sorry, there he is. He's back.
Yeah, big up Tony Claude. I bet he enjoyed that watch along as well. I think if you're a fan, then you enjoy it. But anyone else,
I'd be watching a Forest for there, man. I mean, I would because you're my pal, and I'd be like, "Come on, Yeti, we got this, right?" I mean,
I was watching that and thinking, you know what? If we get into this, we can actually win this.
Yeah, because at the moment, you guys do play better football than Madrid. I'm sorry. You do. I still think you need an upgrade on Chris Wood, but that's my own opinion. He's done a job for you, but if you can bring in, if you can sell the project, right? That's the thing, Yeti. You know this, and I know this. You have to sell the project to the player, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously Forest isn't the biggest club that I don't think are in some players' ears, right? They're looking at City, Chelsea, etc. And I sometimes don't even think Arsenal are. But it's up to Nuno and your ownership group to make that pitch to that. I think you need 2 or 3 really, really decent players that have big names on their back to enhance the squad. Or maybe you don't.
I don't want that. I'll be honest, I don't want that because we was talking about that the other day, and I can't remember who said it. No, it might have been you. I can't remember. But the thing is, I don't want that. I actually want us to keep doing what we've been doing because we've bought some players in that nobody's ever heard of, like Murillo, Lenkovic, these kind of players and all that, and it's just been amazing. And I don't want the big dogs. I don't want. It'd be great to get a Gyökeres or something like that, but then that messes up with the wage structure and all that kind of thing. So I'd rather make players Because let's face it, we have made a fair few players, to be fair. So, you know, I'd rather sort of keep going on that and keep picking up the talent from Brazil and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And building it that way instead of going out and getting someone who's already got all the shit on his head. You know, you got Callum Hudson-Odoi, you got Alanga. Everybody thought that, you know, these ain't
done.
it.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
they are it. You know,
they are it. Right. I know. Right. It's like just because you didn't make it at United doesn't mean you're not a good footballer. Right. I mean, that's the thing. Just because you didn't cut it at Chelsea, right, doesn't mean you're not a good footballer. And let's be honest. Who's having the better season, Neto or Callum Hudson-Odoi?
Exactly.
Callum Hudson-Odoi by miles, right? Chelsea would probably be loving to have him back right now over Neto, because Neto really doesn't look that good at Chelsea, and Neto may just be a flash in the pan, right? He was great at Wolves, but what are Wolves? I mean, no disrespect. You know, I don't know, Yeti. I think that building players, though, you just run that risk, you know, of it not working out, and then the time's invested when you can make those money solutions, right? The money can be the solution to some of that. But I get what you're saying, right? Right. It's different if you were to get just one real so-called top player like Gyökeres, right? That really enhances the squad a lot. Where you don't really need another CDM, you don't really need another center back. And I'm talking star names, right? Like you wouldn't like maybe bring in Onana or someone like that necessarily, because that may mix up the flow too much or something, right? You know, there's a player, I think his name is Yannick Herrera, who plays for Girona. You know, I think he's Venezuelan, 27, 28 years old, solid player. I mean, someone like that, I could see like enhancing your midfield. But he's not a big name, right? Girona, so you know, players
big
like
DJ
that.
Crane, by the way.
Yeah, DJ Crane, Pacific
But
Northwest.
yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I mean, I think we've always been the kind of team that brings players into the fore instead of like, you know, look at Stan Collymore when we got Stan Collymore from Southend. He was he was a good scorer at that point anyway. He was a good player.
Right.
But the thing is, he wasn't a big name, and he came to our club and he became a big name from that.
And then went to Liverpool right after that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and when he went to Liverpool, they wanted him to be part of a team and all this, that, and the other. It weren't his game. You give him the ball, he scores the goal. My gran used to say he gets on my nerves because he just stands there doing nothing all game. I says, yeah, and then he gets the ball and scores. What's the problem?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, you definitely end up paying for players like that, right? And that's kind of the thing that's been with Moreno too, who, to be honest, has had an incredible second half of the season.
He's another one that's come on quite well.
I mean, we were wanting him out of the club at the beginning of the season. You know, like, what are we buying this guy for?
Well, look at Woods. Look at what I was saying about Woods when we first got him. There's like, fucking hell, might as well have a piece of wood in the box than this guy. And then look what he goes and does. You know, he's right in the scoring charts. You know, so it's always one of those things where you're going to make a first slight assumption. I don't think it's going to come right with Vieira, to be honest. He just doesn't look the part for me.
Are you talking about Fabio Vieira?
Yeah, the one that you...
Oh, that player's dead food to me, bro. No, he's done. Mikel Moreno, I know, has played for Newcastle in the Prem, off and on in the Spanish league, I think for Real Sociedad. But he seems to have like a footballing IQ. You know, he has a footballing IQ.
Yeah.
Which helps, which I think at times is even more than Havertz has. You know, and like even the announcer today, shout out Ray Hudson, was, you know, saying, "Oh, look at the players we're missing, Havertz, blah blah blah." And you know, if you go back to that first leg against Madrid, I'm not so sure Havertz scores that Moreno goal. You know, it's about the turn, right? You've played. It's about technical ability at the same time. You know, where you're at positionally and technical ability. And for him to spin and hit that far post was just, that's a striker's goal, bro.
That was a beaut.
I don't see Havertz scoring that goal. I don't see his body turning. He doesn't have the turn.
You won that one tonight. in the first leg.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, I mean, that was just phenomenal. I mean, me and Jez was watching it, and at half time, I said to Jez, you're going to need at least 3-0 to go to the Bernabeu.
And you called it.
And
Yeah,
Jez agreed with me. And, you know, and I tell you what, 2 amazing free kicks, but some of the shit I've heard is just ridiculous. And that is, they're the best free kicks ever. They're not the best free kicks ever. I don't think these people have seen like Thiago Silva and Ronaldo back in the day and all that kind of stuff.
Or
Some of them free kicks was, I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was class.
Yeah,
it was class.
I think one of the best two of the best I've ever seen was the Beckham 2000 kick against Greece for his basically comeback kick. That was a phenomenal goal. Yeah. Holy shit! Right, that was incredible. And the free kick that Ronaldo scored when he played for United against Portsmouth, where it went up and over the wall and under.
Yeah.
The ball literally went up and under. Yeah, I thought those. And then there was a Ronaldo free kick, I think, against Roma in 2007. What's that?
Stuart Pearce as well.
Yeah, that's a little bit before. I know who he is, but I don't know if I caught that's a little bit.
When he used to hit that free kick with his left foot, nobody was getting in the way of that.
Do you remember that player Juninho for Lyon?
Yeah.
Juninho was fucking cold, bro.
Was that the one that went to Middlesbrough?
Did he?
Juninho.
I thought he went to the LA Galaxy.
All right, there was a guy called Juninho who went to Middlesbrough, little Brazilian player.
I remember Two Guy played for Middlesbrough. Remember Two Guy? That guy was a beast, bro. No,
there was a guy called Juninho.
He might have had a short stint there, maybe a season or two. He could have gone there from Lyon, from the Prem.
Well, that's the only sort of Juninho that I know of.
Juninho was a good while ago. Lyon. Oh my God, he's one of the best.
I don't really watch like other like leagues and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, I don't watch. I watch the Serie A every now and then. I would say I watch the Prem and the Serie A when it's on because some of those games are 10:30, 11 in the morning here on like a Sunday. So if like Napoli or Juventus are on, if I'm not on a show or doing stuff with the kids and family, I'll be home watching Serie A. I've always liked the Serie A. I've always rated that league.
I've never really got up to it, to be honest. I watched it a bit when Gaza went over there. And I think David Platt went over there to play for Sampdoria.
Manaman went over there to play for Madrid. Michael Owen.
It was too standoffish for me, to be honest. It was too standoffish league for me.
Oh, gotcha.
Where they just let you keep running and you can't. I like the Premier League because it's more sort of get in there, get stuck in. I thought your lot were going to be fighting at some point tonight. There's a few things that went on. That referee was awful.
Oh,
I think that referee was terrible.
With Bellingham threw Timber down, I don't know why they didn't give him a red.
Yeah, I think I said that as well on the watch along because it was like he just threw him on the floor.
The ball was out of play. Like, what the fuck? DJ Crane thinks some super fans are getting laid tonight.
Oh yeah, I would imagine so. I bet
I'm married,
Ego's proper on his goat today, isn't he? Goat. I mean, proper on his fucking whatever he goes on about and stuff like that. But I mean, fair play to him. I mean, they can turn around and say, we told you and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
You've got to win it. You've got to go win it.
Yeah. I think this just increases our chances. Inter, we lost to them 1-0. We had 34 crosses in the box, right? But we also had Kai Havertz there. We played differently. We didn't play with the false nine then. We didn't have Lewis Skelly as our left back. We had Zinchenko, I think, in there. And we, I would have to go back and look at, of course, that squad lineup, but I don't think it matches what we've got now. And the players weren't performing. I think when we played Inter, we were kind of in the doldrums at that time. I think Saka was still injured. He got injured after. He got injured at Fulham. No. He was fine. He was the one putting the crosses in with nobody there. So, with that being said, I am looking.
You know what? I'll give Martinelli some credit today as well because everybody's saying that he's lost that turn of pace, but it was there when he scored that goal.
It was.
He got round that guy, and that guy could not get anywhere near him.
Nope. He's been great in both ties, and then I didn't really watch the Everton game. I didn't really watch the Brentford game, because it's predictable pedestrian football. And again, this is where I have the problem. I want, you go off a high of beating Madrid 3-0, go out there and annihilate the team. Play the same way, Arteta, but then I wanted to make subs, and I get that's the complexities of being a manager, right? It really is complex because you're out there with your notepad or your iPad, keeping track of players' fitness, with the digital shit they have on their chests, right? So they're looking at metrics, and you got to make decisions, and how is this player going to go up against this player on the opposition? So, but you were right at the get-go when you said Arteta got it fucking spot on today. He got it spot on for both ties. And if he goes on to win it, he deserves to stay. Right? That would be deserving of him staying. Not that I necessarily want him to, but I keep going back, Yeti, in the back of my head. You could make a list of managers, right? Anybody can come up with the managers that they want. I mean, anybody. But when the same names start coming up, that's when you start giving it thought, though, right? If this person's thinking Simeone and that guy and this gal and that guy and that guy, and we're all saying Simeone, maybe there's something there. But right now, it's like, would Simeone get the results against Madrid, who he has before and hasn't before, right? He's had a real shady up and down record with them. Would he be able to play the type of football we did today? And I'm just not so sure. If Ancelotti was for us today and Arteta was at Real Madrid, would the scores be the other way, right? If we brought in, I don't know, fucking Hansi Flick, is he going to be the same, it's going to get the same sort of result like he gets with Barcelona from Arsenal? No, I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure.
Like you've already said, I mean, they was completely playing for Arteta today. You've seen him hugging 100%. Him at the end of the game and all that kind of stuff. When it comes to Arteta, I mean, I do think he's learning. It's took him 5 years to learn. I think when it comes to the league now, you should just play those games out and just make sure you don't get no injuries for that semi-final.
Right.
You should be just forgetting the league now, whatever. And just going for that Champions League because that Champions League is huge.
Do you think now Arteta's thinking in his mind, okay, milestone done, new slate. It's not a new season, but it's a new slate, right? We start from scratch now. Do you think he thinks that, or do you think that he's more like, guys, we need to keep up this sort of play week in and week out, even with the Prem, but we need to make obviously adjustments in our lineups for subs and so forth, keeping players healthy and rotated? Or do you think he just scraps kind of what we've done to now and say, okay, we change something now and then we go forward? What do you think?
I think you'll still try and sort of keep up with the league fight. I do think you'll still try and keep up with that. And to be honest, it's not impossible. Football is football. It's 90 minutes.
But we're 11 points back.
Fulham can beat Liverpool. We beat Liverpool. Liverpool didn't beat us all season. So, they are actually beatable. So if you can keep up that chase, but me personally, I'd put all in on the Champions League.
Right.
But then you've got to go with the other games as well, because you've got fans who's come to watch.
Still 8 more games to play, right? 7 more games to play. I get it. I'm thinking tactically, I think he was, first off, thank God Saka came back, because I don't think Waneri would have been able to do Saka things tonight. Probably score the pen, though. He probably would have scored
I'll
the
be
pen.
honest, I think 1 year is more a 10, to be honest.
Right, but he has been playing the wide wing, as you know, right? You know, Odegaard, of course.
Skelly's the one that's really starting to show, to be honest.
He's dribbling the ball through the halfway line and dishing it off to Odegaard, playing it just a bit back. Oh, he was phenomenal today. So much.
He looks more a midfielder, though. Whenever he was in the midfield, he looks really confident, in the midfield.
Haaland, to be honest, I think he is a CDM, and I think we're just playing him at left back. I think he was brought up through Haaland as a CDM. To be 100% honest, I've heard that. And I think I heard that Lee and Maddie mentioned that. So yeah, what he's doing, yeah, I mean, again, it's so hard to get upset with Arteta because I've been wanting this guy out for so long, and then he fucking pulls this voodoo on us, right? And it's just like it makes you think, like, could another manager do this, Yeti? And I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure another manager would have this sort of effect on the squad.
I think the problem is if you got another manager, it would take time.
Right, and then we're back where we started again. Right, I know it was horrible. We were eighth, but that, like you said earlier, eighth, like progress, 6 years, eighth, fifth, second, Champions League semifinal. I mean, we know they're dropping with all the other cups, but you start to think like maybe this is the master plan, right? Maybe the thing is we get this European trophy, and then we focus on the league. Because I mean, we lost it last season by what, 2 points, 3 points?
Yeah.
And this season is a wash. I do believe we're 11 points behind, in that it's we needed to beat Everton, we needed to beat Brentford, and that didn't happen, right? So the league's done. I think Liverpool. I mean, if with us against Liverpool, that game doesn't really matter either. And I think that's at the end of the month.
Well, I mean, like I say, you kind of see how it goes, but I mean, the way that Newcastle are playing at the minute,
right?
They could take. I mean, I was saying that we could take second spot, but we've obviously dropped the ball in the last 2 games, and we've kind of got to get ourselves going. Luckily, we've got Spurs next, and we can't lose against Spurs, of course.
The Spurs at your place?
No, it's at theirs.
Oh, you got to go there.
So that's a good one for us to go on to, and. As it was said the other day, that we're bottling it at the minute. We're not bottling anything. We never expected to be where we are anyway.
Don't let anyone tell you that, bro, because that is so far from the truth. You guys haven't bottled shit. Jesus. You were like fucking facing relegation last season. He's got you into 3rd place, and you've maintained that. It's not like you've dropped to 7th, fought back to 5th, went to 4th, finally at 3rd. No, it's been a
seasons. This is 3 seasons in the Premier League, and we're up in the top 4.
What does that's so awesome? That says what does that say to Tottenham, Chelsea, and United? It's such a fucking slap in their faces.
Yeah, but
I love it.
They still think that they're gonna just go, oh, we'll have Murillo and we'll have MJW and all this, that, and the other. And it's
your owner wants to win, dude.
You won't. You're not. I don't know what you think, right? But I was discussing this the other day. I think they should ditch this fucking FFP and basically just have wage caps. Because FFP doesn't work, but wage caps will. Because if a player gets attention from Liverpool, they're going to think, oh, imagine the wages I'm going to get there, or Arsenal, imagine the wages I'm going to get there, and that's why they go. Which I understand, because football, your next game could be your last. So you make as much money as you can, which is what Ivan Toney's gone to Saudi Arabia or wherever he's gone.
And he's got a family and children and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you say what you like about him, but that's big money. That is big money. Sets him up for life, doesn't it?
Yeah. As much as I love Gabriel, if you're getting $600,000 a week in Saudi, I mean, that's complete FU money for like your great grandkids to live off of.
Of course it is.
100%. And I can't keep any man down from trying to make a living as much as I want. And I think he stays. I think, and so that's another aspect too. We haven't talked about is what do you think this does to contract negotiations and that sort of thing? I mean, Saliba may look like, Mbappe is one of my best pals. Camavinga is my best pal. I'm friends with a lot of these guys. Like played Clairefontaine, right? Academy with these guys.
Saliba ain't going nowhere if you win a Champions League.
But it's like, it's like to what? I think you go to Madrid, you could end up like an Endrick, right? Your future is in complete fucking doubt.
Yeah,
you have no clue when you're going to play until the weekend or a few days before. You don't know who the manager's always at risk of getting let go. There's there's an expectation on you like nowhere else, but I don't find that expectation always true, because that expectation is still at the same blokes that it is at Forest and at Arsenal and Leicester City that same pressure is still there, right? If
I
you
think
go to the call, you go, but you're putting your career at risk, right? Wouldn't you agree in some ways?
Yeah, 100%. But I think also we sort of forget the fact that players are human beings as well.
Mm,
If you in your job right now, if somebody turned around to you and went, "I've got a job for you," you can do exactly the same thing as what you're
make a
doing
lot
now,
more money.
but I'll pay you like fucking
Yeah,
$6,000 more than what you're getting now. You're gonna go, aren't you?
for sure.
You know, you've
For
got to be
sure.
clever in that respect. Nick Ada says, even if Arteta won everything, I'd still want him out. I admit
Yeah.
I have an agenda. Yeah, I get that. I get that. And do you think Everton will ever come back? I don't know. I mean, under Moyes, they seem to be doing all right, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have got Ipswich, haven't you, on Sunday, is it?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I hope we play the kids.
Mm.
But yeah, the Arteta thing, I want him out too, Nick. I do. But again, when if you were to put another manager in these circumstances, I'm not so sure that these players, with the connection they have with Arteta, can have that connection with another manager. I'm only starting to feel that because of today. Believe me, Nick, I've been Arteta out pretty much since day one because I didn't want to hire a rookie manager. And then he had his 20th while Tottenham were at first for a few weeks. And that was heartbreaking. And of course, we were 8th, 5th, but like I said earlier, 8th, 5th, 2nd. That no matter what, that is progress. Any way you cut it, that's progress, right? You're up the table. You've improved the squad, right? I think the improvements need to be in our captaincy. I think if I think Odegaard looked really good today. I think he had a rough first time. Yeah, I won't go into it. It's a difficult situation. Exactly. There's nothing I can tell you, Nick, that you don't already know. So
the only thing that I would say about that really is what I said the other day as well is Arsenal are a big team, a big club,
a massive club, right?
If it's like someone like us coming back into the league after 23 years, and facing relegation twice, and then being in this season where we're right up there among the fucking big dogs or whatever you want to call them, that's progress. That's 100% progress for us.
Right.
For Arsenal, you should be up there all the time. You are one of those teams that should be up there all the time, and not second either. You should be first.
Competing,
so you've got to also look at it in that respect as well.
For sure. No, I expect us to compete. I don't expect us to win it every season, bro. I just don't think we have the squad for that. But then I'm like, well, we just lost it by, 3 or 2 points last season. So, like Nick said, it's just one of those situations where and I agree with his comment too that he just put in there, like, I would definitely not let him go now. Like, do not sack him now. I think that would be complete suicide, right? Because we know the players are playing for him. Is it worth the 15 million, DJ Crane? That's really a good question.
Do you think that? I mean, this is a question for you, right? Do you think the Berta pressures really sort of like gone on to him as well, and he's like upped his game? He's
possibly
sort of like that's another thing that could be a possibility.
Possibly, but also I kind of think Berta is very new, and he's probably just taking a lot of mental notes right now.
Yeah.
Right, and preparing for June. So I don't know how much Arteta and Berta are actually together talking about the future, right? Because right now we're talking about Champions League.
Yeah.
Right. But no, I think the Berta effect will be positive. And from what I've heard, contrary to other YouTubers, that him and Arteta actually get along just fine. And Arteta was part of the interview process.
Yeah, well, I mean, people are going to make up so many things.
They're not going to hire a sporting director without the manager interviewing the guy.
Arteta's behind him, and he's not spoke to him. You don't like him. He don't like him.
Sure.
He wants him out, and all. You're always going to get that. But
I know it's true too. Like Klopp was behind part of the hiring of bringing in Arne Slot, right? He was actually suggesting him as one of them to look at, right? So I think the relationships now. I think after today, right? Today was the hump. Today was the most crucial days in his reign as manager, right?
Yeah.
And we got over the hump. So he has a ton of credit now in the bank for leverage to stay in the job, right? And like Nick said, you can't let him go now. The players will have a mental fucking collapse, which I 1,000% agree with. And I guess that was more to my point of, you know, it's different. If we lift the trophy of the big years June 1st, fantastic, and they let him go June 2nd, again, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Right. But at the same time, I have been making the argument that he has to go because he hasn't won anything in 6 years.
Right.
What
do you think about what DJ Crane's saying here? What if Arsenal fall out in the semis of UCL and lose second place to Newcastle? Then he's got to go.
He's got to go. Yep. I think we'll probably nick a couple wins here that'll keep Newcastle just at bay. But if I'm you, Yeti, I'm definitely looking over my shoulder.
Oh, mate, I don't have to look over my shoulder. They've already gone over it. So they took us out of third place. Yeah, they're on 59 points now. We're on 57. We're in fourth
they
now.
overtook you guys. I didn't know that.
Could see it coming, really. They're on really good form at the minute, and they just absolutely smashed fucking Crystal Palace 5-0. So Newcastle are the team that everybody was saying, oh, you need to get rid of Eddie Howe, he's not good enough, and all this kind of stuff. Well, he's proving that wrong, isn't he? Let's face it. I mean, they're playing for him now anyway because he's in hospital and he's trying to get through pneumonia and all that kind of stuff. Prayers to Eddie Howe, hopefully that all works out okay. Sure. And Nick says, if I'm totally honest, changing him now would be a mistake for the players mentally. And DJ Crane says, is that 15 million well spent?
Good question. Well, it is if we win something, right? I mean, that's a good question, right? Is he worth 11 million, 12 million, 10? I mean, what's he worth, right? To some people, he's worth fucking zero. Right. But then those players that say he's worth zero, well, you go and beat Madrid. I mean, that's the counter, right? Every action has an opposite reaction, right? Of course 15 mil, no, I think that's a lot of money spent on a manager, DJ, right? I think that the price is a bit exuberant, and I don't think he's earned it. I think he's earned some of that based on today. And that's why I say today was really the milestone and the culmination. To be honest, it's the culmination of the last 6 years he's been here. Let's be honest, right? Let's really take it down. Beating City was great. We've had some great games. But he's got to win it. He's got to win it. But he's got to win it, right?
He's got to win it.
I think he knows that. I as much as we say he's a prick and so forth, he is not a dumb person, dude. No, he's not just some clown, right? Like, he's not like a fucking Neil Warnock, type. Just completely loses the plot when things don't go his way. But
I think he's learning. I think he's learning. I think so too. Think he's learning.
And I don't want this to be a learning club, but he's here, right? So there's nothing I can do from my little studio here in Portland, Oregon, to get him to go, and he's got so much credit now in the bank after today. Right? And Madrid are going to come knocking on the door, bro. The big guns are going to come knocking on the door come June for him. And they're going to try and pry him away. But, it's like, and then you think, well, okay, that did give us.
I don't think they will yet. I don't think
because the contract's till 2027, 28. He's going to stay till the contract's done, bro. That's 2028.
I don't think they will yet because he hasn't done anything. Will he? I mean, I'm the first one to always turn around and say, yeah, I was wrong about that. Fair play. We're YouTubers. We don't know everything. I've never said I do. And if he does do that and gets a Champions League and then maybe takes the league next season, then we was all wrong. He was learning his. I mean, in some ways, you also got to look at it like this as well. To give somebody that amount of time is not known nowadays, is it? Really?
When results aren't going your way, no. Chelsea have gone through 15 managers in 10 years or some
exactly.
shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, and but at the end of the day, they have trophies to back that up, and that's where I really think I agree with like our man Lee Gunner so much, is that they went out and did this and this and that to pick up the silverware while we lingered around, couldn't decide if we were going to get Draxler in, couldn't decide if we were going to get this player in. While we played fucking checkers, they were playing chess, right?
Yeah.
And that's what happened. And that's why I think Wenger, even to this day, should have gone after the Champions League final, right? But then you go back to when we had, got rid of George Graham and Bruce Rio came in, and he didn't get much time, and Wenger was right in, there right in the door, and I don't think there's another. I don't think we were able to find another no-name like Wenger, right? Because Wenger came from fucking Japan Grampus 8 or whatever the Japanese club was he was at, right? Remember?
Yeah.
And we David Dean scouted him, and this is the guy. Who would have thought it would have been a French German from Japan? And so if he doesn't get it over the line, yes, he must go.
Yeah.
If he does with the Champions League, which I think we stand a pretty good chance now of at least going to the final. If he makes it to the final and loses, he's got to go. If we lose in the semifinals, of course he's got to go.
I think Barcelona might be the biggest hurdle in that, to be quite honest with you.
I think so too. I think between us and Inter, you're going to have a real cagey match played in the midfield. I know, like you're saying, you don't watch Serie A, but they have Chanaluglu, they have Barella, they have some really, really good players. And, of course, they have Lautaro Martinez and Marcus Thuram, who can score from anywhere. Their left wing back, I rate highly DeMarco with the blonde hair. He's fucking really good. He can shoot 20, 23 yards out and put one top bins. But, again, will they have an answer for Declan Rice and Timber and Skelly? And I just don't think so.
No. I mean, one thing I did always say to Jez, and one thing I've said to like a lot of people is like he don't have that ability to bring in players from his youth squad and all this, that, and the other. But he's also done that as well with like Skelly and Ranieri. Be it whether it was injuries that caused it or whatever. He has actually sort of brought them into it, and Skelly looks like something that could be something big. And Ranieri's got something about him as well in the right position. And, I think there could be something really good there. There's a lot of players that's been signed that just haven't been the case. I mean, Havertz is a weird one for me, but I mean, it might work out eventually. I don't know. But DJ Crane says, I think he gave himself a pay rate rise, and that's why Edu left. Edu wanted 10 million, and Arteta said no. See, this is what I said, right? I'm interested to see what happens now that Edu's not there, because Edu always got the blame. When Marianakis took on Edu, I think Marianakis is looking to buy a Brazilian team. I don't know if it's Corinthians or who it is. I'm not sure, but I think he wants to get into that market to start bringing in more Morelos and stuff like that, which I am totally fucking down for. Yeah, absolutely, totally down for that idea. And I mean, I love Marianakis. I mean, when Olympiacos the other day, did you see it?
No.
And it started a kick-off at the end. Marianakis went out there. Marianakis went out there throwing people around.
Nice. Your owner wants to win. And Edu, I've said it before, Edu did it, I don't think knows the European market very well, but I think he's in tune with the South American, Brazilian market for some of those players.
Yeah.
For sure.
But as I've always said, though, who makes the choices? Because I think Sterling was a bad one. Havertz was a bad one, in my opinion, especially for 65 million. I mean, Chelsea are rubbing their hands at that one.
Oh, yeah.
And, there've been one or two. Rice, has been a standout, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I
Yeah,
know
no,
people
he's
were
been.
saying he don't look as good as what he did and all that kind of stuff. He's
Mm,
really starting to come into the Arsenal team
yeah,
now. You can see it. You can see
yeah,
it, and he needs to be captain as well.
exactly. Either between him and Gabriel, but I'm thinking more him for his heroics, what he's done in the Champions League.
Mm.
Gabriel's injured. That's the way it goes. But
Yeah,
Declan Rice is right. He's pulling party away. He's telling the guys to think, and he's saying, "Give me the ball. Just let me shoot it."
Mm.
And to success, I think he should have taken a penalty today.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
I'd agree with that. I would agree with that.
But
Sai says no trophy. FC PSG will win.
come on, Si,
And,
where's your hope, buddy?
I thought it was Monaco, and are you having a laugh? No one wants Arteta. Yeah, but you see, what I'm doing here is I'm being like I'm being undercover because I kind of want you to keep
Are you
him.
saying you want Arteta for us? Is that what you're trying to say?
I actually want you to keep him.
Okay.
So we can keep doing what we're doing.
More champions. Yeah, right.
So I'm like,
you want us to keep
making out
it?
in one way, but actually thinking a different way.
Did we beat you twice or once this season?
No, you got a 0-0 draw at the City Ground, mate.
No draw. That's right.
I think you beat us in the first game, though, didn't you?
Yeah, it was like
At the Emirates.
3-0 or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, you definitely beat us in the first game. You're the hurdle that we've got to get across. But I tell you what, I'll trump you on that one, mate.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, if you'd have done your shit with Liverpool, they wouldn't be as fucking doing what they're doing right now. And that goes to every other team in the Premier League, apart from Fulham. Because Fulham's beat them. We've beat them. And they didn't beat us at City Ground either.
Well, we still got to play them.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have got to play them.
It's not going to mean 100%. Much, but...
Big up, Bargaff. I'm just going to the loo, mate. I'm back in the
Well, I've got to run, actually. Wifey's back. I've got to get a little bit of work done. So I will catch you later, bruv.
Yeah.
Great fucking show. Thanks for having me on.
No worries,
man. Everyone in the chat. And we fucking gas, bro.
Yeah, I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy for you.
Thank you, man. I will talk to you soon, brother.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Bring up the chat. See you, son. See you, bro. Take care.
Bring up to you, mate.
Cheers.
Make sure you follow Oregon Goon on his YouTube channel. Absolute quality guy. And I need pee, so I'm gonna head off as well. So thanks everyone who's been in. It's been awesome. Arsenal into the semi-final of the Champions League. Can they win it? Interesting. It's going to be an interesting one. If he don't win it, should he go? 100%. But as always, guys, keep it real, keep it yay. I'm out of here now. So tatty fucking bye, guys. Big up to all of you. Big love and thank you for the support. See you all later, guys.